It is 8:35 a.m. this Friday morning, August 22nd, 2025. So we've got this right here, all right? And check this out. This is crazy looking here. That is weird looking. Not too sure what to think about this. I mean, it's really quite a bright white in comparison to much of everything else surrounding it. Really sticks out like a sore thumb. Very strange looking. Okay, once again, let's go ahead and view a little bit more. Yeah. But we also have I don't know, this just keeps catching my eye. I can hear Rusty in the background. Had Jayhawk come up. And I have to say, phew, this thing is getting quite warm when in its presence. And of course, we now have an understanding as to why. Yeah, let's go ahead and well, if we can, I don't know if we're in focus or not. No, does not appear as so. Okay. And just kind of viewing around this greater light to see what we might have. And of course, in comparison to today's first recording, we now have a dual lens flare. And we have a fresh streamer back here. We're able to pick this up. Yeah. Coming back over to, yeah, that looks a little bit different now. And then these up in here. Otherwise, not much else to be seen. We'll go ahead and leave off with that, I do believe. And call this recording good. That's just real quick. Eyeball this streamer back here one last time, and we will end it right there. Yeah, blurring out too much. Alright, the current time is 9 a.m. on this Friday morning, August 22nd, 2025. I just, I'm standing out here, just looking around, and lo and behold, this is a fresh one. We can see it. A lot of other stuff up here. This has been passing over. Off in the background we have some straight lines, the western horizon here. And well, that streamer is now disappeared from view. But yeah, I've been standing out here for a few minutes, just kind of monitoring the skies, upsetting. It's pretty crazy looking here. Upsetting the hummingbirds that want to come up this morning. So other than those lines back here, the western horizon looks quite clear. But then as we come up this way, we can see this mass here, and with the tendrils, if you will, if you're able to see them, all spewing towards the greater light. And then we have all this excess stuff that is also making its way towards the light. But that's okay, because we already got our capture this morning of the dual sunrise or double sunrise, right? Yeah. But yes, I am monitoring the skies for any hot air balloons that might possibly venture this way. It is highly undetermined still at this given point in time, if they will make their way north from Kalamazoo or not, as I am north of Kalamazoo, where they're having the liftoff this morning. In times past, with hot air balloons that have come over, you can actually hear their torches or heater, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what it's actually called. That provides the heat for the hot air. You can actually hear them fire up, because they're quite loud. But once again, I have no clue on whether they will head north in this direction. But yeah, all this is once again moving towards the east, towards that greater light. Yeah, this is catching the light. Kind of strange, in a strange way. Okay, we'll end it right here for the time being. Oh, welcome back. Current time is 9:50 a.m. on this Friday morning, August 22nd, 2025. Taking a mighty long time for these lines back here to work their way in this direction. But as you might be able to see back here, we have a streamer that is currently being made. Not sure how visible that is. So yeah, adding to the mix, right? No signs of any hot air balloons. Bumper drag, like in a car collision. This thing is finally making its way up over the rooftop here. Otherwise, not much to be seen, and my previous recording from this morning just got posted. And actually, I am very pleased that it didn't take 3 hours to post. Oh, hey, morning. Yeah, yeah. I've got hummingbirds buzzing around me. More is starting to make an appearance, if you will. Almost looks like those frequency waves. I can hear Rusty out here chittering away, as well as the cicadas. Yeah. And this is in the southern direction that we are facing currently, and which that is the location of Kalamazoo, where they've had their launch this morning. And again, I don't know. It's beginning to seem a little doubtful that they will work their way in this direction. But, well, I can keep my fingers crossed. But yeah, this is, yeah. And of course, I really don't care to record contrails, if you will, anymore. Not when I can focus on a secondary light source or solar lens, solar reflector, whatever the heck it is that's up there. But as I've stated before, I don't believe that it is a secondary sun nor a planet. Okay, we're going to back off away from the hummingbird feeder. But yeah, so anyways, there's our little evidentiary proofs in the pudding that this activity still is occurring. And of course, we are losing the blueness of the sky, if you will. And we are going into that more of a silvery milkiness. And I'm thinking I am going to go ahead and end it here and compile these 3 recordings that I've done since my initial double sunrise recording this morning. And I think that should make for a somewhat lengthy video overall. But yeah, taking forever for this stuff to move in. And it is coming in from the west. Alright. I think that shall suffice for the time. And if you've tuned in, thank you very much. I highly appreciate it. And this has been already within just a few hours this morning. Quite the flip side to reality. So we're back in the saddle again, over here on the flip side. We'll be back at some given point in time. Take care and have a great one. 10:40 a.m. About to step out again. Take a little look around here. And I gotta say this. Another strange one. It looks like just a portion of a past streamer that was kind of lopped right off or something. And of course, I was to stand here long enough, we could probably watch it morph into that much more. You might be hearing noise in the background. I'm in the process of doing laundry. I did not have plans on recording anymore, thinking the last clip was going to be it for this morning. Once again, you know, I just had a feeling to step out. Can you see how it's changed? I have to say what's really strange is I have not been seeing any of my guides, my typical guides, which come in the form of vultures and or hawks. But as this has been slowly moving, there is another one here as well. Yeah, actually it looks like they're, I had a male hummingbird up here. And I don't believe it was the same as in my recording from yesterday. That one had more of a orange throat rather than the ruby red throat that we typically see. Just a side note observation. I'm going to swing back over, zoom in on this again. Well, I just ran out of storage space on my memory card, and surprisingly, it did not automatically delete the recording. Very strange, as it typically will delete the recording. So we'll just do a little bit of an add-on. This is now in my phone's storage. So I have to make sure to save enough so I can actually do a compilation video. Alright, and with that we shall use this as our ending shot. And possibly come back later after this video gets posted. We shall see. Until then, have a great one. Thanks for watching.